Shout out to everybody. What's good? What's good? Shout out to all the enemies too. What up? Welcome to Sabir Bey Chicago Minute. If y'all have X, please share this out on X, yo. Share this out on X, real Sabir Bey, and let's have some fun. Okay? As in the words of my brother Stan. Stan says, turn up the volume, B. Turn up the volume. Let's have some fun. Welcome to the show. And y'all can jump on the feed, but you ain't gonna ask me 1,000 goddamn questions. Okay? That's what y'all not gonna do. So if you're on Instagram, please don't be afraid to tell me where y'all tuning in from on Instagram. Come on the gram and let me know where y'all tuning in from. I'm in Chi-Town. Okay? Where y'all at? Okay, let's go.
Hard with it. Yeah. Sabir Bey. Truth don't play. Law, history, culture, hip hop. Hard with it. Yo, we in the cipher, light sparking through the veil. Truth and motion, let the ancestors inhale. From the Morris courts to the cosmic scroll.
I ain't asked you to say what's up. Tell me where y'all tuning in from. That's all I'll keep asking. Shout out to my brother Jamal.
Coding lies that been hidden their goals. Sabir B, the name ring through the booth. He break down laws and lace you with the proof. From Dr. Woods's text to the streets we roam, he bringing intellect right back to the throne. All with it, big, Sabir B, building up minds, not breaking the youth. Hey, yo, truth don't sway. Big, building up minds, law, history, culture, hip hop every day. Mic check. This ain't no fairy tale spin. He bringing Moorish law right back to your skin. Mind sharp like a blade from Kimmett's forge. Blueprint solid, he the truth's own source. Cameras rolling, the wisdom broadcast. Facts hit hard, never water the mask. He bridging the gap between the block and the scroll. That's intellectual combat, food for the soul. Oh, with it, from the matrix to the Moorish way, let's elevate. Oh, with it, pure truth, pure flame, just the real update. We ain't talking about no surface knowledge. We talking history, law, sovereignty. The real blueprint that unlocks the chain. Ancient vibes through the mic and translate. Each broadcast opening up the gate. Pan-African mind with that Moorish spark. Guiding lost tribes through the global dark. No cap, this that Griot code in motion. Truth tsunami, pure mind ocean. So tune in, lock in, set your mental straight. It's a big beat show, yeah, the vibe too great. Oh, with it be the show. Rebuilding up minds, not breaking the youth. But yo, truth.
Stop right there. So listen, y'all, do me a favor. Please smash the like button right now. Please smash the like button. I want to give a shout out to my sister Tracy in Flint, Michigan. I had a conversation with my sister Tracy. She said, Sabir, keep on uplifting fallen humanity. Damn. She said, keep on uplifting. It is very hard, people. So it's very, very hard to do that without gimmicks. And I'm gonna just do some music. This is hip hop history month, y'all. So y'all gotta bear with me. So if I break down and do some crying, if I get into my little zone and my mood, bear with me. It's my son's solar return. My son that left me would have been 28 today. 28 today. He left me at 22 years old. And when Tracy called me, she was like, yo, don't stop uplifting fallen humanity. And let me turn this TV off, y'all, so bear with me. I'll do it later on. So anyway, it's freezing out here. I had to go, get things that I didn't really have to do. And I want people to understand how hard this is to really do this. And shout out to my brother Jeff in Denver, who is still trying to get me to get to Denver, but he cannot do it by himself. So please support my brother Jeff at Jeff Culture Center. He wants me to get there on Friday. And again, I had to go buy a coat. I had to go get a Chicago coat, yo, even though I didn't need it. I needed it, but I can't, somebody should give it away. No, the coat was $80. I was like, nigga, this is kind of high. So I came to Chicago with a thin leather jacket. This is me. Well, you should have checked the weather, Sabir. No, the weather just got cold. So everybody got a suggestion that says saying, yo, brother, what can we help you out with? Instead of saying, what can we do? So this is the mentality of black people. And I'm being real with y'all, and I'm not attacking y'all, but when I got here, it wasn't cold, but it was cold. The coldest day, I believe they said it was yesterday. And I'm walking down Michigan Avenue, freezing my behind off, nigga. Like I had a leather jacket on, my nigga, a leather jacket. And I was asking people, do I look like I'm crazy? I had to buy gloves. Now I got to go grab me some boots, man, because it is kind of cold. But got to go buy me some boots now. So it's kind of crazy, man. So y'all don't understand the hard work that go into this. Shout out to my sister April. And everybody said, well, you should have went out here. Let me explain this for y'all that don't understand how this works. I don't have a driver picking me up. I don't have a driver. Okay. Niggas have drivers picking them up at hotels. I don't have a driver. And I said this, shout out to my sister April, because I was talking to April as I was going into the water tower, trying to find me a jacket, trying to boots and trying to find gloves. April was like, well, Sabir, just call me. I don't burden nobody with stuff, people. But if you come to LA, anybody knows this. If you cool with Sabir and you come to LA, I'm gonna make sure you good every day. This is just the nature of Sabir Bey. If anybody tell you they ever can, ask my brother Will, if you come to LA, you don't have to pay to go on no shows if I'm cool with you. If I'm cool, I'm gonna make sure you straight. Yo, you good on all these ends. This is the crazy part about black people. And I'm talking to y'all, and y'all know who I'm talking about. We are very selfish people, and I'm sitting. I'm a people person. I observe things, and I'm watching. I'm in this coffee shop called Lava. It's a Paris coffee shop. I think. Let me see something. Give me 1 second. They had some like vegan coffee cakes in it. So whatever this place is, y'all probably know what it is out here in Chicago. And the crazy part is, it's a franchise, right? And it's owned by Koreans. I said, I can't even hate them. I can't hate Koreans, man. These niggas, they all behind the counter. Now, they might fight amongst one another, but they don't put it in the public like we do. So the crazy part is, I'm looking at all the Koreans working inside this coffee shop. Crazy as hell. Crazy. And all y'all want to do is say, well, Sabir, you should do this, you do that. Okay? Brother, let me share this with you. If you know I needed a coat, I'm going to be real with y'all. Y'all should have said, yo. But this is the thing about me. If I ask you to support it, support. So this is my thing. I can have coats. I got coats home too. But the key is that I want people to understand how other people operate. Me personally, and this, it's a lot to this, big. It's a lot to this. So I'm going to leave it alone. It's my son's solar return. I'm going to read out the gospel hip hop. We're going to get this thing started. Today is the 10th. I'm going to read out the gospel hip hop, and I'm just going to be doing some musical stuff, okay? The gospel hip hop. So let me read to y'all what KRS-One has in here for today from the gospel hip hop. November the 10th. While you are fasting, respecting your health, respect the well-being of everyone else. Listen to this again. You could pick the gospel hip hop and find something in this book. One more time. November the 10th, gospel hip hop. While you're fasting, respecting your health, respect the well-being of everyone else. And this is what I was doing when I was in Chicago, even though I needed it. I was helping people walking down Michigan Avenue. That's just the nature of Sabir Bey. So let's get this thing started. I'm going to put my banner up here. If you would choose like to support and sow a seed, you definitely can. Because the churches are selling y'all hope. So let's get this thing started, y'all. Welcome to the Sabir Bey Minute. My brother, I don't want to put all the burden on my brother Jeff at the cultural center, but he's willing to fly me out there on Friday to Denver, Colorado. Shout out to that brother, and stop acting like y'all don't have it. But it's going to be dope. To some type of Wakanda thing on Saturday. They're having a Wakanda something on Saturday in Denver. So hopefully I can make it there. Hopefully, because the flights, I don't even know. I told him them flights is high, brother. It's $444 one way. $444 one way. So it's kind of crazy. Those are straight flights. So let me say this to y'all before I continue. Don't have no layovers nowhere. Don't have no layovers because you may not get on that flight, my G, and your luggage may not come. So I'm looking at how they setting this whole thing up. They setting this thing up, and it's people that don't go nowhere. I could have stayed in warm California, but if you have a layover, you got people sleeping in the airport. I'm glad I got TSA pre-check, but that's even long now. So please, people, respect what people are truly going through. I was supposed to have been left Chicago. Okay, so let's get this party started, y'all. Turn up the volume. Happy Hip Hop History Month. We're gonna have some fun, y'all. Let's get it in. So join the feed, share, and like. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I wanted to become an aviator, and I wanted to become a great singer. I always had the same dream. The dream was that I'm singing for hundreds of thousands of people. They're beautiful people, and I got the standing ovation. And then about the being an aviator.
Let's go. Share it out.
Yeah, time to play.
A traveling man.
I'm a in the city with the traveling man. With tears in her eyes, she's the across the borders of land. I'm a in the city with the traveling man. No problem with the tears in her eyes, she's the
Brother Yasin.
we gotta go and do something. How we did that, bro? So we had to do it. Okay, babe, go ahead and leave the ball heard around the world from the wise of MCs. These cats paying more than half a pound. I'm going back to snack down. I got scared, but we could probably run a back to town. Scenarios like this is dead jumpers for the modern MC. I eat a blue collar with the coach. He said cold rhyming, no different from coal mining. We both on assignment to unearth the diamond. When you start climbing and them eyes start shining, you be struggling and striving and they think you prime. Maintain and keep silent, make no an observation. It's confrontation. This is the daily affirmation. My concentration. Stay focused on my reservation. About to reach my destination with
The pioneers of hip hop, and they all Caribbean.
no pause or hesitation. Baby, make the preparation, cause this ain't no recreation. This is pro ball. And we know, and you know, y'all. It's show y'all. Doing it for dough, y'all. Oh, y'all. And
Watch out for fake people, baby. Watch out for fake people, baby.
You know, I'm a in the city with the traveling. Across the border the land. I'm a in the city with the traveling. Don't cry with the tears in her eyes. She's living this to drop these heavy ass bags up my backbone around the world with the catalog of rap songs. My baby girl is walking, been away for that long. But no, you haven't. This shop was soon to me. My hometown is like a whole different scenery. The old time is on the stoop lane and legally. The new jacks up in the park smoking greenery. Easily taken for granted when you offended, but it's sweet sinning when you been down for a minute. Break it down, but the finish, there ain't no winning. B-boy singing, collect the winners. This is the reason that we came here. This thing is not a game here. The fortune not the game here. From New York to the Cali and the Cadillac. Chicago, no, we innovate. Infiltrate Virginia State. DC make we simulate. Philly, no, we penetrate. Georgia make us generate. Let's celebrate to get the fix. They celebrate my chance of pouring. Even your fans in Japan know why. Then I love, make everybody out in the party. Say it's your money. Make that man move and get it fun. Phenomenal. Trying to get this dough, y'all, but the blow, y'all. Been a pleasure to know y'all.
God. Traveling man.
I'm a in the city traveling man. With tears in her eyes, she's living this really goodbye. Across the border to land. I'm a in the city traveling man. Don't cry with the tears in her eyes. She's living this really goodbye. You can leave, but it's going to cost you. With tears in her eyes, she pleaded this really goodbye. I said, baby, you can leave, but it's going to cost you. With tears in her eyes, she pleaded this really goodbye. I said, I'm leaving all the time. I don't know if I'll be back again. Kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you wait for me. Hold me like you know I'll never go. Even though you know I will, I'm a traveling man. Moving through space, space and time. I got a lot of things I got to do. But inshallah, I'm coming back to you. Baby, boo, I'm a traveling man. Moving through space and time. I got a lot of things I got to do. But God willing, I'ma come back to you. Back to you.
Ooh, ooh. Hey, listen. Y'all be surprised. Imagine this conversation that I had with my brother Yasin. Imagine that conversation we was having. Woo! We be having some deep conversations. So I'm out here in Chicago, people. It's not Ibn's birthday. It's my other son's birthday that got killed. It's not Ibn's. It's not his birthday. It's my son Amir's birthday. And you know what's crazy about that song? My daughter, what's crazy? I was listening to that song before my daughter started walking, and I said, "Yo, I be around the world, man. I don't know. People think I got money and I know, but niggas be right here complaining in their own cities. Well, brother, it's rough. It's rough everywhere. It's rough when you're traveling outside of your state and you don't have people giving you hundreds of thousands of dollars. Does that make sense? And you try to grab all this information and put it together to make it make sense. That costs a lot, people. So I'm not sitting home, you know. When I go to people's places, I try to get y'all to support people. I don't get paid for advertisements. I don't get paid for me stopping in somebody's place and supporting and saying support it. So that's my point. And this is why I said the selfishness that y'all don't understand. So, and I'm a straight up dude. I'm gonna be real. And when I'm moving like this, and I'm like, yo, to go to place to place, I was overseas. When my daughter started walking, I said, damn, it's kind of crazy. Almost happened with my son Ibn too. But to try to put all this stuff together and try to make it make sense, man, it takes a lot of time. And I don't know if y'all think money fall out the sky with me. No, I don't sell $3,000 packages. And it's a lot to go with this. Like I said, stuff I had to do since I've been here, man. Getting stuck here, got to stay in a hotel for like another 2, 3, 4, 5 days and shit. And then they take incidentals out your goddamn. Well, brother, you ain't got to go over here. You can come all the way up to the suburbs. Nigga, if I go outside the city, that means I have to come back and forth into the city through an Uber or a Lyft. Duh. Does it make sense? You might as well stay in the area that you can walk to the store and get something to eat. Because I don't have nobody picking me up. I just want y'all to understand, for y'all to keep making up all these excuses and saying, here, brother, I got you. Don't worry about it. So shout out to my brother John Ill also, man. Shout out to John Ill. And if you want to join the feed, join the feed. And today it was crazy, right? So I'm sitting here and a brother hit me up. And I'm gonna share with you what he sent me today, and almost brought me to tears because I don't think about this, people, but I'm a human being. This brother hit me up, and I think he's overseas. I think he's overseas right now, but he's from California, I think. And he hit me up. Let me see if I can find this. And he almost brought me to tears. I'm going to share this with y'all before we go forward. And I'm a grown-ass man. I don't have a problem with that. If you lose a child, baby, tell me how you going to be. So I got this today. Literally today. Good afternoon, Brother Sabir. I wanted to check in with you today. I know today is your son's solar return. How are you feeling today? If you want to talk, don't hesitate to send me an email. So I don't know who this is. I don't know who this. I think they overseas. I don't know. But the crazy part is, like, I'm walking down Michigan Avenue trying to find warm stuff, and this hit me because today is my son's solar return. Oh, that was you? Oh, my bad. I thought. Thank you, sis. That's sister on here. So sister was on here. She was like that. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you. So I was like, yo, that's kind of crazy, right? And I'm sitting here thinking about this. So I'm gonna share some stuff with y'all while I'm in this cold behind Chicago, trying to find warm gear. Crazy. So I'm in the elevator and I'm this nigga said, why this nigga hit me up super Negro? Hold up, this dude emailed me to get a job. Nigga, somebody tell us nigga this is the job. This nigga said get a job. This is the job, brother. Why you should get a job? Come on my feed. This is the job for y'all that don't know. And see, this is why you can't deal with your own people. This is the job. So you ain't got to email me, brother. You can hit the link and come on and talk to me. Hit that link and come on and talk to me. So let me share this with y'all because, again, if you want to know why we felt it's our own people, that's the reality. So I'm in an elevator going downstairs in a hotel, and a guy gets on the elevator, but I could see his gun. He had his gun in his back, like a carry piece, right? And I was going to tell him I could see his gun. So we get downstairs. This European in the elevator says to him, "Yo, your gun is showing." So I said, "Oh, brother, I was going to tell you that your gun was showing." He said, "Brother, we in Chicago, bro. We in Chicago. I gotta stay strapped." I said, "Bro, let me tell you something. I was shot 5 times." That nigga looked at me like I was crazy as hell. I said, "I was shot 5 times." And I showed him the hole in the back of my head. And he was like, "Where that happened at?" I said, "Philadelphia." He said, "Philadelphia is that bad?" I said, "Yeah, Philly is bad, bro. Philly is fucking bad." So I told him I was shot 5 times. Yeah. And he said, "Yo, I ain't going to Philly." This nigga said, he had a nice Glock. I did see it, but it was in his bag. It was open. If I would, my niggas, I could have took that out of his bag and said, "Nigga, give me your gun." I could have reached directly in his bag and pulled it out and said, "Nigga, give me your gun." But I was telling him that I was shot 5 times in Philadelphia. And he said, "What?" He said, "At the same time?" I said, "Yeah, at the same time." I said, "I was shot 2 different times. I was shot um 87 and 97." I told him. Then I showed him the hole in the back of my head. And I was like, "Yeah, man, my son's birthday would have been today." I said, "My son was shot in Philadelphia 10 times. He was 22 years old. He'd have been 28. He said, 'Yo, man, Philly is crazy.' He said, 'Philly is crazy, dude.'" And I said, "Yeah. And only if you really live there." I hear people talk about Chicago. No, man, Philadelphia is something totally different. It is a total different beast, man. I'm gonna be real with y'all. It's a total different beast out there. And I'm looking at cops and different people, and I'm like, the cops, like, what are y'all doing? Y'all letting ICE run Chicago? Y'all not doing anything as a police officer? I'm like, and you see most of the cops, and it was females downtown, 4 of them. They look like they all out of shape. All the motherfuckers look like they were fat. That was crazy, right? She said, "You should make a video about your life." This is a video about my life. What's up, Malik? Who this? Miss? Hey, that's Karima. That's my sister Karima. What's up?
Hey, yep, it's me.
Yo, somebody said make a video about your life. What video? What video they want to know about my life?
You do make videos about your life.
That's what
This
they said.
is
If they paid attention, that's all you gotta do is piece them together. You understand it. So we was having fun, right? I was talking to Brandy, and Brandy and I was talking about my experience in Philadelphia and what happened in Wilson Projects, and she was like, "Oh, well." She asked me, "Did you get shot all at one time?" I said, "Yeah," and I said I got shot two different times. So I'm telling her the story about Wilson Projects, right? And I'm telling her how, and I told her when we was in Wilson Projects, young cats, I was 18, and Wilson Projects at anybody from Philly know, and I was telling her that before my son was born, my oldest son was born, we had a shootout with some dudes, and the dudes like, "Yeah, you're gonna get your young punk ass brothers," and all the shit lit up out in Wilton Projects. And we get to the hospital, St. Agnes Hospital, and the dude sitting next to me in the bed, he got shot 2 times, and the cop come in the room and they said, "Who shot you?" I said, "I don't know who shot me. That nigga was in the bed. I don't know if it was him or not." But I said I didn't know, right? Knowing the shootout, it was 4 of them and about 4 or 5 of us. But I got hit with a 30-30. Shit, damn, they took my leg off and the gun fell out my hand. I'm telling Brandy this story. Like I said, the gun fell out my hand. My nephew threw it in the sewer. So the weird part. So all of this, my point of saying this, people, is that I experienced so much shit. not living through somebody else's eyes. And growing up in Philadelphia, you experience these things. And to make it out of these things, right? And to bring people this, and then you got to deal with our people on this end because they don't have no heart. They don't have no balls. They rather email you and text you and tell you silly shit. I can get a 9 to 5, nigga. Ain't no more 9 to 5s anymore. Niggas, you're going to be home soon, nigga. So get a job. Good luck. Because guess what this government is doing? I don't know what they're doing. They're making people stay home. If somebody tells someone to go get a job, go tell that to the TSA people. Go tell that to the federal. Go tell people that. Go get a job. But if you pay attention, people are suffering more and more, bro. So this is why when I spoke to my sister Tracy today, she said, Sabir, don't stop uplifting fallen humanity. Don't stop it. This is what she told me. Don't stop uplifting. But this is harder than working a 9 to 5, people.
I think everybody should be humble because AI is going to replace 75% of the
everybody.
75% of the jobs. 75%. The government tells you 50%, or 40% just so people won't panic, but you're looking at between 75 and 80% of the jobs. So they better go to school for robotics, take some classes.
No, you ain't got to go to school for that. You got to have a craft. And this is the thing. People will pay for lies. Let me tell you something. I'm walking down the street I'm on Michigan Avenue. And I don't know how many of y'all know how cold, Michigan Avenue, how cold it is. I didn't even have it. I'm giving out dollar bills to people and I'm telling them don't go get cigarettes. I'm saying, go get something hot. I didn't have it, but I'm literally giving out. I keep ones in my pocket for a reason. So I understand, right? This nigga's texting me something, you hate black people. Why are you on my feed, brother? Stop emailing me. Come on my feed and talk to me. I'm trying to get you to be a man. He's about, you hate black people. Ain't no black people. Come on my feed and talk to me. This nigga, this dude is emailing me, yo. What stalker does that? What stalker actually emails you instead of just confronting me?
Well, because he know that you're going to educate him and he
They don't
doesn't
want to be educated. Listen. They don't want to be educated, sis. Listen to me. They don't. But I'm going to give them the opportunity to come on a feed. So let me go back and let's see come on a feed. And as I'm walking down the street, I'm talking to these people in the cold and they telling me how they became homeless and what they were doing. Some people say they were social workers. Some people say they was working for the post. I'm literally talking to people. And I'm like, damn, this is crazy. This is insane. And this is what happens. When I went to that coffee shop today, I was in this coffee shop and it's called Lavas or something. It's downtown. And as I'm sitting there, I'm watching everybody else. Everybody in that coffee shop looked like they was from somewhere else. I met a Muslim lady from Jordan. And majority of the people was from behind the counter or they was from France somewhere, right? And I'm asking, because I'm the type of person, where you from? I asked them. And then I asked them about the coffee shop. I said, I see this coffee shop in Portugal one time. And they say, yeah, they say this franchises. And they said, this is the Korean version of the franchise. I said, really? And let me see if I can show you the picture. No lie. And I took a picture and I said, yo, no matter what you say, these people stick up for each other. Give me 1 second. I'm see if I can find it. Did I have it? I'm trying to figure out where is it at. And I'm in here and I'm like, yo, this is crazy, fam. Oh, I didn't. It's in my other phone. But I'm sitting back and I'm watching these people and I'm looking at what we talk about on social media, which is gossip, because gossip brings an audience. It brings audience, not truth. Truth don't bring the audience. People don't want truth. They don't know that they support it. I want to give a shout out to my brother Amadeus Christ also. If y'all didn't see Heavy is the Crown premiere yesterday, I suggest you go to YouTube and punch in Building 7. Okay? Thank you, bro. 9 to 5 is a wage salary. Right?
And it's hell, too.
I'm gonna explain this to y'all, too. I'm going to help y'all out, if y'all don't mind. This is New York. This is Chicago minute, right? I'm going to help y'all out, okay? Right? My brother Amadeus Christ, right? That's his job. I don't know if y'all seen. Did you see the premiere of Heavy is the Crown? Anybody yesterday? Did anybody see Heavy is the Crown?
No, I wasn't watching TV yesterday.
It wasn't on TV. It wasn't on TV. Let me see if I can pull it up real fast for you. Let me explain some stuff to y'all, but y'all don't understand what's going on. Heavy as the Crown was premiered yesterday. Zaza Ali was on the panel, and Brother Kaba was on the panel too. Right? So let me help you out. They did the premiere, I think it was yesterday. Let me see if I can find it. And this, we getting a distribution, right? But it's also going to be in different countries. But what Chris did in this film, every time he took this I forgot it's called color correction or something like that. He did a color correction. Every time he took it, there was $500. $500. 500. And I think he did it like 4 or 5 times, because before you put it on television, and then now mind you, this is nobody's putting money behind. This brother, we filmed this, God knows how long ago. But it was so funny because Jarrell was saying to me, he said, Sabir, I can see how short your hair was. So before you put something on television, you literally have to get the colors right, all that, right? And I don't think people think that's free. Tariq Nasheed films didn't even look like this. It didn't. So, and it's not on TV. So you're going to see it. This is volume 2. Let me just show you what was premiered yesterday.
Spirituality, that's a relationship between you and divinity. You and that which is divine. You in a
certain way.
That was yesterday.
And if you want to know what the real cornerstone to our challenge is, it is that our women, our Black women, have not been respected.
Show you guys the whole film, but we just signed a global distribution deal, so we're gonna be able to show you.
This is the job. This is the job 24/7 with nobody. And my sister Brandy said she was having a discussion with her husband, right? And said, why don't Tyler Perry and them put money behind something like this? This is what she said. Why don't they put, because it's true. It's true. So let me just show you. This was yesterday. So bear with me. And you'll see me, you'll see Brother Taj, you'll see all of us in it. Kaba, all of us.
What's 2 chapters of the film, which I feel like are the most pertinent chapters. The first chapter, they play back to back. The first chapter is the divine, is the feminine principle. And then the second chapter we're going to show you guys is the Madonna and Child. So it's about 30 minutes. I hope you guys are ready.
I'm going to walk so bear with me.
This section of the film is over. We'll open it up for Q&A. I got a special surprise for you guys afterwards, but we'll bring Kaba and Zaza back on stage, and we might even have.
And even the rules of, and even.
But most of traditional African and a lot of the indigenous people, but in the West, they have a patrilineal system. So the Asiatics and the Europeans come from a patrilineal. We come from a matrilineal system where everything is passed down through the mother.
The cosmic universe understands that the feminine principle dominates the cosmos.
Look at that's the movies here, bro. Come on, man.
Because it is in the woman specifically that keeps the civilization moving forward through growth and life.
The feminine energy in Kemet. The Ankh is the center focus in ancient Kemet. That's the key of life. So it shows you we understood life is eternal. Life cannot be destroyed. Life was energy. Energy cannot be destroyed, only transformed from one state to another. This was a science.
That's the proof of its origin. Therefore, all secret societies, all nations, all flags, and even the rules of nations and the rules of nature.
Out of darkness ain't got no Chris like that, baby.
Nature is called Mother Nature, Motherland, Mother Flag, and so you can even see in the nature of culture the matriarchal principle.
That's the science. Look how short my hair is. Of the matrix. Matrix means womb of the woman. So it all still extends from your ancestors. You see how short my hair was? All civilization come from woman, not a man.
In our traditional cultures, the woman was seen as divine. And this wasn't just in the way that we worshiped or in the way we did rituals or the way we practiced our culture. It was an everyday part of life.
So imagine this being on television, big. So this is volume 2. That was the premiere yesterday on the 9th. So when people say go get the job, this is the job, the 24-hour, 7-day a job trying to uplift fallen humanity, fighting with your own people when they hide behind social media. So we don't have people picking us up in cars and driving us all around. And yeah, we gotta do the fancy thing. Nah. It's a lot that go into this.
That is very valuable information. It's interesting. So I'll watch it today.
No, it's not. You can't watch it. That's the thing. It's not out. You didn't hear what he said. The premiere was yesterday. It wasn't the full video. If you watched what he said, it's not, because what happens is going to be in different countries under different names. It's going to be dope. So it's the full video is not, but you can probably order it now. So it's going to be on Tubi TV, Apple TV, some stuff in Africa, some stuff in Europe. So this is what we're going to be doing. So it's a lot. And I would love to be going to these places, but I want to give my brother Amadeus Christ props, man, because we didn't get a conquistador. We didn't get a European to do that editing. Everything that brother did, and I was on him. We shot that 4 years ago. I don't know if y'all know that now. That was about 4 years ago. Kind of crazy. You think you're doing a movie, right? If you look at
our sisters
my hair was here. You see it here.
Yeah, it looked nice too.
So we don't have nobody dropping $50,000, $100,000 on us. So every time he had to go back into color to correct the color, it cost him $500 every time he kept sending it back in. Kind of crazy, ain't it? So this is what I mean when people say go get, this is the job 24/7. The job is 24/7. It don't stop.
You don't want a regular job. It's terrible to work.
But it's not. This is terrible. The difference is you got that coming. The terrible part is that you got to figure out and try to get people to back you. That's the terrible part. You follow me? That's the terrible part. Okay. So I learned from guys like KRS-One, who was homeless, and my brother Yasin Bey, when we sit back and his Umi telling me, keep going, Sabir, keep going. You know, don't what's he tell me, you know, get comfortable in these places, like certain places that you get on planes with. She was like, yo, you the one that's going to do it. You the one that can make the connection, but it's hell trying to do it. I'm today. What's up, my brother Jarrell? I'm on today because I'm thinking about my son. And it was crazy because even though I'm trying to not think about it, I see Karima, it's keep coming in my head about my son. And I buried him in we cremated him in 2020 because it was during a pandemic. And let me just show you what I'm talking about for y'all that don't know my son. Okay. This is my son that would have been 28 today. This is on Lancaster Avenue, Karima. This was at a Muslim store.
He looked just like you, little cutie pie.
He looked like me. He looked like, yo, you look like me. It's a picture with him and Taj too. With Taj and I. Also, I have a picture with him and Taj. And I don't like looking at it sometimes. Sometimes I just break down and get ready to cry. And it's not a cry like it's an anger type cry. You know what I mean? And
yeah, people, it's wicked, but some of the things that I've studied and what I can say about this, if it'll give you peace, whenever somebody commits such a horrific crime like that against somebody, you know, like they say, we never die. The energy just changes and we come back. And, you know, one day when that happens, you know, that person who did it, they'll be the other person on the receiving end the next time, you know. But this is
the thing, Karima. All of that sounds good, but this different when it's your child. And I tell people this is cool because I feel even when Gilly's son got killed, I understand that pain, but the dude that killed Gilly's son, he's not here anymore. You follow me? So these are the things that people.
No, I've never lost a child.
Okay, so this is why I said people can't speak on it because my son, all the time, I was always around my son. My son, my son would give me a call right now and say, "What you got for me, pops?" That's him before he got killed. That's a month before he was killed. That's us in Philadelphia.
The closest thing to me experiencing that is when, you know, my little brother got shot and killed, and we grew up together. He
Yeah,
was.
my brother was shot and killed too when I was 10. So
It was just, I was grown when it happened to him.
and this
It
is
was
Todd right there. That's brother Todd with my son right there. And let me tell you what my son said this day. This was the craziest thing ever. If you ever
and
talk
I'll never forget
Hey,
forget
hold up,
it.
Karima. Hold up, Karima. I want people to understand something. I'm speaking on my son right now, y'all. Okay. On this picture, I remember I was playing with my son. I got mad. I was like, nigga, what you talking about? He said I would kill somebody for Taj. I said, nigga, you would kill. That nigga have never told me that, Jarrell. He said I would kill somebody for Taj that day.
Damn.
That nigga had me dying. I said, that's at a doomsday. He said, I'd kill somebody for my OG. Because Taj, the career part, Taj knew my son since he was a baby. He knew him since he was a baby. And he was shot in this picture. Most people didn't tell. So that was on a doomsday. And other pictures when I was sitting outside with him and he was like, he was telling me in the picture, yo, I don't like sitting outside on 22nd and Pine, Pops. He said, because somebody might try to drive by. And I said, don't worry about it. I'll take the shots for you. That's what I told him. Nigga, I'll take the shots for you. Because I've been shot up, mother. I know what that shit feel like. So I would tell her he was, and I was dead ass serious. I'll jump in front of the bullet because I know what it felt like to be shot up. I wouldn't want that to happen to him because when he got shot the first time, I left Philadelphia and I was trying to get him to go to a show at KRS-One. And I was at the hotel on Broad Street, Broad and Spruce or something. And by the time I get downstairs, this nigga's going the opposite way. They said, well, where Amir go? Because I would try to take him to the show so he won't get caught up because I was going to leave the next day to come back to Cali, go back to Cali. And I get a phone call, no lie. I get a phone call, Jarrell. I'm sitting outside Uniparel Street in LA, in Long Beach, at a coffee shop. This nigga called me on the phone. Shot, mind you. He said, Dad, they got me. I said, they got you? Who got you? I'm thinking he got locked up. I said, good. You good. He said, no, I got shot. This nigga was hiding underneath a car. He got shot. Called me on the phone. So I'm saying this to y'all because this is the day, right? And I'm giving you the stories. I'm calling him. And I called him back and he kept saying, I don't want to go to the hospital. I don't want to go to the hospital. I don't want to go to the hospital. And I didn't know why he didn't want to go to the hospital. Only reason why people don't want to go to the hospital that got shot. Why you think, bro? You from Philly, Karimi. Why, if anybody from the streets, why wouldn't you want to go to the hospital if you got shot?
So
don't know
they
yet.
come to the hospital looking for you.
Who? You know, I dropped a couple. You know, I dropped a couple of people off at the hospital. I dropped a couple of people off. Like one day we had a shootout on 22nd in Catherine. I backed up all, and now I'm giving y'all Philly streets from 22nd and Catherine all the way to 20th and Catherine down to go to take them to Graduate Hospital, and they locked that nigga up because they found bullets in his pocket. That's why my son didn't want to go to the hospital because they're gonna lock his ass up. You don't get it yet? And they locked him up. They locked him up. That's why he didn't want to go. So when I had to go home, and I want people to understand what I go through. And this is the thing when a parent or you and your spouse go through it with each other, and you don't communicate with each other, sometimes your children could go astray and trying to be something that they're not. My son was trying to be like my family, the stuff that we did, but not that time. And I had to go home. This is where he was at. I had to take him out away from the streets to take him around to protect him in the hotel. That's me. Well, actually, it was a condo I was living in at the time in Philadelphia. So I would come there and keep them there because you have to go through security just to get upstairs. You have to go through 2 securities just to get upstairs. He was shot in his right leg, the leg that's covered up. That was the first time he got shot. So I had to go home as a parent to make sure his wound didn't get infected. And they put a plate in his leg. And about the next year, that's when he got killed. The next year. So he was basically just healing from that. So I already know when he got shot that night that I got that phone call. That phone call I got when I was live, and anybody remembers that night, I got a phone call. My phone was blowing up, and they said, people were crying and said, Amir is dead. I'm like, imagine this shit in your head, what you're going through. I'm literally going through this shit. And I had to call his mother to say he's gone. And I really thought my sons would outlive me. He was the youngest at the time, but my youngest son is Ibn now. That's why my son is Ibn Amir. So it's a lot of stuff, people, that a person goes through, but respect that, man. I don't have to do none of this shit with none of y'all. I know the lies. I know all the lies that these fake ass conscious people be doing. I know the fake people out here. A real person is a real person that's there for you and say, yo, no matter what it is, because this is me. I know my blessing's going to come back. If I do for anybody, right, I don't look for nothing, but I do know that the blessing's going to come back to me. And this is why I said you can learn a lot from a homeless person. You can learn a lot. And if you never went down that path, you don't know, bro. Allah tests you on many levels. Michael Collier, right? Shout out to that brother, Chicago. He said he walk around with ones in his pockets. Ones in his pockets. He said he was a crackhead. If you know he was a crackhead, he'll tell you what he was down on his luck. He'll tell you about it. But what happens, the blessing's going to come. And we are so selfish. Black people are selfish and want to be fake as hell. And I know you're fake ass. I'm just letting y'all know. So all of this you're going through. And that when that brother hit me up with that email, that sister hit me up with that email, I was like, damn. But I'm talking to y'all, and this is how I release this. By talking to you. Stop being petty, bro. If you don't fuck with somebody, don't fuck with them. I don't fuck with you. I don't even watch your video. If you fake and phony, I'm going to call you on it. That's just how I am. I don't have to make up stories and lies and do that, bro. If I'm lying about anything, that's all you got to do is come to the feed. Make me out of a liar. You can't. So you can make all your fake videos. I'm live. Boards don't hit back. Sabir Bey hits back. I hit back. And you can't find no fucking dirt on me. No nigga laying with niggas. Okay? None of that. Not saying I don't go to the strip club, but you see Sabir in the strip club throwing money at sisters, disrespecting them. And this is what you get in this conscious community, bro. You got a lot of them niggas that be in this. I can name them. If y'all, you know I drop names. These niggas be, and I'm not judging you, but don't act like you self-righteous when you come to this feed. And I'm not a righteous person, nor have I ever tried to be a righteous person. I'm just a real dude. And that's what they upset about. What can we find on Sabir Bey? I'm going to find some dirt on him. No, nigga, bring it to the site. Okay? Now, with that being said, rest in peace to my son. Matter of fact, he's sitting right here next to me. He's right here, Jarrell. What's up, homie?
No doubt.
He's right there. Energy don't die. So stop with the fake stuff, people, because I'm not the dude. I'll pull your coat. It goes for guys and girls. Okay? And I'm telling you, I'm not talking about any other race of people. Nobody else. I watch people's actions. Okay? Everybody's going through it. Everybody's going through it. Trust me. They all going through it. But you don't want to challenge this government. That's what y'all don't want to challenge. And this is what we have always been doing. Brother Taj Tariq Bey and I have always challenged this government. And Taj went through hell trying to get his health together. His eyes, his teeth. There's no health care in this shit, man. Unless you overseas somewhere, you can go get your teeth fixed for free and your eye probably fixed. But in this corporate or capitalist society, that's not happening. And this is why all these cats are trying to pimp people in this conscious community. Okay? Instead of supporting the people that have the truth, that have the information. That's all. So that's my rant. So again, shout out to my sister Tracy in Flint, Michigan, because she kept saying, Sabir, uplift fallen humanity. But the humanity have to also help you too, because you can't do it by yourself, big. You can't. Cannot do it by yourself. If I'm wrong about anything I just said, come on. So let me ask y'all a question. There's two things I want to touch on, because I can go for 5 hours. Have you ever heard of this thing? Don't look it up. Quickly. How many people ever heard of this thing called a non-citizen national? Now, y'all ask me these questions. Now, when I come on here, y'all want it for free. So if I give you something, give something in return by planting a seed like the church. Plant a seed like the church. Listen again. Don't try to look it up after I said it. Automatically tell me. Not what these other cats is behind the scene looking for. Okay? Non-citizen national. And then if you say you know what it is, tell me what it is. Come on the feed. I was going to lean over and dig up my nose, but It's my nose, nigga. It's cold out here. Anybody? A non-citizen national? Have you ever heard of it, Jarrell? He's about the only person I could probably talk to about this.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Right? A non-citizen national, right? It's crazy shit ever. Like while we over here gossiping on a Breakfast Club about Roland Martin misinformation, tell Charlemagne the God stop with his misinformation too. The whole goddamn Breakfast Club got misinformation on that John, dude. So nobody, so make sure y'all timestamp this because you know somebody gonna be like, brother, I'm looked it up, brother. I got a video. Here it is. Give me $5,000. I'm gonna tell you what a non-citizen national is. So let me explain this to y'all. When you get a passport, they ask you questions on there. I don't know if y'all know that or not. U.S. national, but it's non-citizen national. Yeah, ever heard of that before? Let me introduce y'all to it, okay? Bear with me. And then you tell me where black people are at. Tell me where black people are at in this, brother, Jarrell. Because they claim the 14th Amendment, right? Now, this is law. Just bear with me. Can't make this up. There it is. A non-citizen national is a person whose permanent allegiance is to the United States. It didn't say America, right? But is not a U.S. citizen. Make it make sense, Jarrell. Somebody give me an educated person on this mother freaking nigga. Hold up. Did Tariq Nasheed teach you this, bro? Did they teach you this? Did Tariq Nasheed teach y'all this one?
You know, he would never talk about that.
They say about this in the foundation of Black Americans. I keep trying to tell you, I got $1 billion worth of game, bro. $1 billion worth of game. You see this? Individual born in certain U.S. territories like Somalia, Swines Island. Look. Now, I'm gonna explain this to y'all cats that don't understand how this works, okay? I am a national. I have a nationality. I'm an American Moor, not a United Statian. See, this is the thing that these cats don't understand. And if y'all confused about something, you can please hire me. I can explain this to you. Or we could bring some attorneys and some educated folks in, and then we can have this discussion. Bear with me. Y'all don't know what territories are, do you? Here you go. Who is a non-citizen national? Look. In American Samoa. Look. Is it making sense yet, y'all? Is it registered? Hold up. Bear with me. Let me see if we can figure this out. Is everybody all right? Boy, y'all be worried about the wrong things, bro. This is why people be like, you should be getting those big bucks. No, but I can't. Because they don't want to give it to Sabir. So let's go to this one right here, Yoel. They are not considered aliens and are entitled to U.S. legal protection and can enter and work in the United States, U.S., right, without restrictions. So bear with me. Remember when I told you, bro, that they told me I couldn't work in certain territories of the United States? I remember I told you that. Who remembers when I said I got my social security number, right? And they asked me, was I a U.S. citizen? And I said no. Who remembers when I did that?
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember that conversation I had? See, these are people who never really did it. So on their social security card, they still got their government name. Mine doesn't say that. On my social, it don't say that. It don't, not at all. Right? Even though it's not my social security, it's their social security number. It's not my social security number. So what happened? They told me I couldn't work in the United States. So they said in certain U.S. territories. Now, bear with me, y'all. There's a attempt. Somebody gonna try to sell this and package this for y'all. So bear with me. I'm giving y'all heads up. Y'all better share it out because one of these Moors, one of these conscious people is gonna watch this video, try to package it, and then sell y'all some paperwork. So be very careful of them. Okay. So if you really want the information, you can holler at me. So let's go back. They are not considered aliens and are entitled to U.S. legal protection. Who are those people? Those are the people that you keep calling immigrants. They have to protect them, bro. You got it. Just bear with me. I'm gonna show you something else. Is everybody all right? Let me help y'all out. For the black folks that's on the feed, that's keep crying and not really wanting to have this conversation. If y'all confused, please come on the feed and raise your hand. Let's go to United States codes, Cornell law. What does this say right here, Brother Jarrell? Hold up. This is the United States codes. An alien is a native, citizen, subject, or a denizen. This is the United States codes, not Sabir Bey's codes. What do you mean, Sabir? I'm confused. I am totally confused in all of this information. Set it up. An alien is a native. Don't they call themselves Native Americans? Don't they be saying that, Brother Jarrell?
Yep.
Don't these black folks say that, right? I'm a Native American, right? No, you're not a Native American. Then it says a denizen. So let me explain to y'all what a denizen is. You should look this word up right here. Please look that word up, denizen. Jarrell, look it up for them and see if they can, comprehend that word right there. So let me explain it to you why he's going to look it up. A denizen is between a citizen and an alien. It's a citizen between an alien and a citizen. So what makes black people citizens? What amendment to the Constitution make black people citizens? If y'all scared to answer, please go get somebody that can.
So yeah, when I looked it up, it also said a denizen is a resident.
Thank you very much. So let's break this down, right? So this is the funny part. So a resident is a thing identified, right? A thing, res, right? Res is a prefix, suffix is a dent, right? Res, a thing identified. This is why if you study this case called the Santa Clara case in California, it will tell you what that is. So a corporation could be a thing, it's a business. If y'all confused, let me know. If you're a little confused, I can make it make sense. Okay. So if this is a lecture, y'all should sow a seed. So a resident is a thing identified, like a resident nurse. You don't live there, right? But you're there most of the time. But you corporate.
But like the celebrities do in Vegas when they have the residencies.
Thank you very much. They don't live there, but they are resident there. You follow me? This is how they got us. But we so confused about all of these beautiful things. So for the people who claim the 14th Amendment, let me give it to y'all. You ready? If I'm wrong, you can bring me all your experts to the cipher. Bring the experts. Okay? This is in the law dictionary. An alien is a person within the meaning of the due process clause of the 14th Amendment. Make it make sense. Is it clicking yet, bro? Is this clicking to any of y'all yet? If y'all confused, I know they don't teach y'all law in none of these classes, but this is why I said this is hard work. So the brother said, go get the job. This is the job, nigga. The job is to uplift all of humanity, bro. This is the job. So if you claim the 14th Amendment, that's what it is. But there is a case that's out here. You ready? You want the case? I guarantee you no attorney. Y'all talk about all these attorneys. No attorney is showing you any of this. But let's go to the case. You ready? Y'all can Google this case. I have the whole case if you want it. Oh, personhood. Santa Clara case refers to 1886 court. Did y'all know about this case? Persons under the 14th Amendment? Somebody better make this make sense. Somebody make that make sense. Lord Jesus, grab the wheel. Is it making sense yet, y'all? See, we like the gossip channel with the Breakfast Club. Is it making sense yet, y'all? All persons born are what, Brother Jarrell?
Subject to the jurisdiction.
If you look that case up, I have the whole case if y'all want it. So remember when I said we should have constitutional law classes, brother?
Yep.
Well, this is why. Hold up, give me 1 second.
So yeah, and we already did a few, and they was fire too.
Yeah, we did. I got one online. Goodbye. Hold on, let me show you something. Where's my Constitution? I don't know. I did my Constitution. Constitutional book somewhere floating around here. So I said, let's do a constitutional law class. Nobody's reached out to me yet to say let's do it because everybody wants something for nothing for free. So yeah, that's the case right there, bro. So anybody that's claiming the 14th Amendment, that's what it is. Your property. It's very simple. It's not complicated. So like Jarrell said, we did do a couple. Let me pull one up. Let's pull this one up. Give me 1 second. It's somewhere floating around in here.
So yep, it's a case. I can't remember the name of it. It's under the Story of the Buck Act. When you look it up, it'll tell you United States citizens are property.
Yeah, but people don't believe that. Instead of Charlemagne and them crying about what Roland Martin is misleading people on with misinformation, Charlemagne is doing the exact same thing. He's misleading people. The Breakfast Club is misleading people. That's what they're doing. Y'all don't even question these people because y'all don't have the heart or the balls to confront these people, or you don't know how to confront the people. Maybe that's what it is. But where's that video at, bro? I thought I had it up here. I did a video on Q&A. I have a Q&A video. I thought I had it up here. Damn, it was somewhere on here. I don't even know what I did with it, bro. Did I get rid of it? I have a video I did on Q&A, like question and answers. That's the one. That's one of the ones that we did, and I let people just ask me questions. I thought I had it up here. Damn, what the hell did I do with that video? I don't know what I did with it, but I do have it. I have a video on Q&A. And what I was doing is letting people ask me questions. I thought I had it. But anyway, I do have that. If y'all want to get it, a lot of questions that they were asking me when I did the video, y'all should purchase it if you choose to. If not, that's fine too. But the crazy part about that case, brother, where's Puerto Rico at? Is Puerto Rico part of the United States? Anybody? Is Puerto Rico part of the United States?
It's a U.S. territory.
Okay, so the reason why I said this about the non-citizen national, because there's a case, and this is the case right here, bro. You can look this case up. I can't make this up. Have you ever heard of this case before? Look up this case. Isabel and the U.S. citizenship.
Nah, I ain't heard of that one.
Woo! Look it up. It was a whole case behind this lady, boy. It was a whole case behind her. Yeah, they kept saying she wasn't a citizen, but Puerto Rico is the United States. You ever see the argument? Okay, let me give you the example, right? Remember they kept saying Barack Obama wasn't a citizen?
Yeah.
Where's Hawaii at, bro? It's where you at, right?
Yep.
That's part of the United States, right?
So yep, and he's from the island of Oahu.
Exactly, right? Just bear with me 1 second for the slow people, right? So it's part of the United States, right? So remember when the non-citizen national said? You remember what it said? Can I go back to that again? So y'all should look her case up. This is crazy as hell, right? Look, Cuba, Guam, Philippines became, hold up, look at this. So all this is United States, right? Look at this, hold up. Let's give it to you. Let's help them out. Look, Puerto Rico, Guam, Cuba, the Philippines, and is territories of the United States, right? Treaty of Paris, 1898. So what is Tariq Nasheed telling you cats? What is Tariq telling y'all? This is the conversations that people keep saying needs to be on these platforms, but they don't want Sabir Bey on the platforms because Sabir is going to connect the dots. So bear with me. It's crazy, right? So all of that is United States, right? And what we do as so-called Black people, we separate this because we don't get taught real civics. So let me take you back to the case again. Remember what I told you about the case, bruh? Let me go back to the non-national. Ready? I'm going to go back to the non-national. Understand how this works, people. Black people are arguing the wrong thing. You're not even a citizen, family. You're not a citizen. You don't even have citizenship paper. Malcolm told you being born here does not make you a citizen. Remember that? Malcolm said having kittens in the oven don't make them biscuits, and these people are playing with you. Black conscious people are playing you like a violin, okay? So let's go back to this one more time. I'm gonna pull this case up. I need y'all to follow me. If y'all confused about something, jump in, okay? Here it is. They are not considered aliens. Remember what aliens was, right? And it entitled to U.S. legal protection and can enter a work in the United States without restrictions. So this is what they're not teaching Black people. We're on social media with gossip, bruh. The Arabs enslaved us. Yeah, we're foundational Black Americans. No, you're not. This is why the Black people are catching hell. We're catching the hell. Y'all don't get it yet? We're catching hell because the leaders that you're watching is hiding and they don't want to have this conversation. They don't want to have this conversation. And when they get it, they're going to water it down. So go share this to all of them right now. I dare any of them to try to challenge me. You're claiming the 14th Amendment. The 14th Amendment is dealing with personhood, property. That's why when you read the Constitution, it says all persons born or naturalized is subject to the jurisdiction thereof. The preamble does not say subject to nothing. It says we the people of the United States, not we the persons.
So yeah, got to study up on Dred Scott.
So yeah, they have to. They don't want. I told them they can buy the Dred Scott case off of me. Y'all want to buy it? I have it. I have the book too. Who wants the Dred Scott case? Well, brother, that Dred Scott case is old, brother. That's old. Well, how about this? If the Dred Scott case is old, right? Reparations is old too. So don't ask for reparations. Okay? Don't beg for reparations then. How about that part? If the Dred Scott case is old, right? Then don't ask for reparations because reparations is old too. It's around the same time, 1857, 1860 something. Okay, around that time frame. Okay. So this is what Carter G. Woodson was speaking on. He said it's too much painstaking research. And as a rule, our lawyers are not interested in that sort of mental exercise. This is why people leave you Black folks alone. Don't get mad. You should get mad at the scholars that's not telling you this. Get mad at them. Don't get mad at us. I'm giving you the facts. And that's all they got to do is come on his feet and debunk it. But they'd rather sit on my feet and try to suck up everything for free. So the Dred Scott case, let me see if I can pull it up. Give me 1 second. I'm going to show you the book that cost $3,000 that I do have. I do have the book. It's $3,000. And I do have also the case itself. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can pull that up. And if anybody think this is pseudo, fake, phony, you got the time to come to the cipher. Don't wait till I break it off. 1 second. Let me see if I can pull the Dred Scott case up. And if you would like the Dred Scott case, I could email it to you. You got to purchase it, though. It ain't free. Here you go. So let me pull up the case first. Let me pull up the Dred Scott case first. Bear with me. Here's the case. Right here. There's about 124 pages of this case. Right? And see, this is what Carter G. Woodson was speaking, brother. He said it's too much painstaking research, man. Y'all don't understand. This is the job 24/7, 7 days a week. And if they saying I'm worth a couple of $50,000, $60,000, I hope I get it $50,000, $60,000. Let's make it happen. Put me in the room with your scholars. Let's get Judge Joe Brown. Let's get Greg Mathis and ask them why they're not talking about this. Share it out to them, people. You see that says the lawyer's edition right there? The lawyer's edition notes. That's not Sabir Bey's notes. That's not mine. That's what it is. But let me show you the book. The cost of the book. You want to see the book? It says $3,000. Dred Scott. $3,000. Hold up. Let me show you. See, Europeans have paid for this to hide it from everybody else. Europeans would. Well, I'm gonna see if I can get it from somewhere else cheaper. You can get it from me cheap. I got it. You want to see the whole book? That's not the book. Let me pull up the book, Brother Jarrell. Here's the book right here. Bear with me 1 second. And I can send it to anybody that wants it. That's the book right there. 534 pages. So this is the job, if that makes sense. You have to have the right state of mind, brother, to be doing this, man. Your mind has to literally be here to understand in 1857. Your mind has to be here, brother, to understand how this is working. And it's easy to get on a platform and tell somebody anything, and people just throw money at them and they don't show you nothing. This is why things like what's going on with Charlemagne and them, with that misinformation, that gossip channel that he's doing, Charlemagne, where's that channel at with that brother? Charlemagne doing, it was something here, right here. All of them is giving out false and misinformation right here. He going to talk about Roland Martin claims that he's spreading misinformation. They're going back and forth with each other. That's child's play. This is called child's play, bro.
The healthcare. It was a fight they couldn't win right now. Okay.
This is what they on there going back and forth. Him and Roland Martin going back and forth with each other. That's stupid, bro. These motherfuckers are stupid. And the European knows that, and he's going to feed off of that. So what we're going to do, y'all, I'm going to take a quick break. And what time is it? Because I do have to go get something to eat in a minute. But I'm going to take a quick break. If you want to join the feed, join the feed. This is Hip Hop History Month, y'all, and my son's solar return. Hip Hop History Month, solar return for my son. Please share. And if you love this content, please, people, I don't get super chat, so please support it. Shout out to my brother Richard Lloyd. What up, brother Rich? So, if you love this content, please share the content and please support the content. Okay? Yes. Shout out to my sister Brandy. So I got to do my brother Yasin Bey, y'all. That's the banner. We got it. This is Hip Hop History Month, y'all. Let's have some fun, y'all. We're going to go into some Arab slavery too. Let's go. This is my brother Yasin Bey with his son. This was about 7 years ago, I think it was. Overseas. Hold up. Yasin Bey.
Peace. All over the world, yeah. Shit all over the world, hearts pound with the rhythm. Feel out of it because men must die. Mind over matter is soul before flesh. Angels on the pen, keeping record in time. Passing and running like a caravan trader. The world overrun with the wealthy. Thank you and thank you again. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you were here with us. We truly appreciate that. Thank you for spending your money, even if you didn't spend any money, but more than your money, thank you for spending your time being here. We hope it is worth your time in this space of time to be with me and mine. That is the brother Ben on the 1 and 2s. My name is Yasin Bey. And this is a pure vibration from the top. Same thing. Oh, Lord. Oh, gosh. Oh Lord, oh God, boy. Mike is sounding all right. No fret. Keep fresh. Clap. All over the world, yeah. All over the world, yeah, yeah, yeah. See all over the world, hearts pound with the rhythm. Fit out of it because men must die. Mind over matter is soul before flesh. Angels on the pen, keeping record in time. Passing and running like a caravan trader. The world overrun with the wealthy, the wicked. But God is sufficient over plans they prepare. God, men and stockholders try to mimic your fair. But God is sufficient over plan they prepare. Y'all seen in the flesh where I'm at. Right here, yeah. All over the world. All over the world. All over the world. All over the world. Yeah. Yes. 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 See all over the world, hearts pound with the rhythm. Fit out of it because men must die. Mind over matter is soul before flesh. Angels on the pen, keeping record in time. Passing and running like a caravan trader. The world overrun with the wealthy and the wicked. But God is sufficient over plans they prepare. Government and stockholders try to mimic your fare. But God is sufficient over plans they prepare. Y'all seen in the flesh where I'm at right here on a place called Earth, holding down the square. About to do it for the whole atmosphere. So just yes, 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 yeah. If you're feeling good, St. Petersburg, let me know about it one time. Turn it up, man. It's all over the world. All over the world. All over the world.
We're gonna stop it right there. Hip hop history month. Yes, man. I'm gonna tell you something. And you see, y'all see his mic is always red. There's always a red mic when y'all see him. So yeah, man, it's hip hop history month. So let's get into this next subject because I do want to move it along. If y'all would like to join the feed, please join the feed. So I saw something, right? And how many of y'all ever heard people say that Arabs, y'all should send this to Sinetta real quick. Arabs had slaves. You remember that term they said, brother, that Arabs had slaves?
Yep.
This is another thing. This is why I said, you notice this is why you don't see me on Sinetta and them show, because I could clear up all of this. Have y'all noticed this? They don't have me on it, but Sinetta would always say, I never went up against big wigs. Ain't no person on Sinetta's show was a big wig. They're not big wigs. Big wigs, big, whatever he kept saying they was. They're not big.
Heavy hitters.
Yeah, something like that. Heavy hitters. Thank you, brother, for correcting me. He said, you never went up against no heavy hitters. Ain't nobody on Sinetta TV's heavy hitters, man. So y'all can send this to Sinetta right now. Tell them I'm talking crazy now. So if you know anything about Islam, right? Islam forbids slavery. I don't know if you know that or not. Yeah, it forbids slavery. But the wild part was the person that I am, I would always say, what Arabs are they talking about? If you're going to talk about slaves and enslaved Africans, right? Now, this is what they say, right? Jay, you should send it over to Sinetta right now. He laughing. You should send it to Sinetta right now. Send it, everybody send it to Sinetta now. They say Arabs enslaved Africans, right? That's what they say, right? They say, right? You said when I mention Sabir Bey, they always get quiet. I told you, y'all think I'm playing. Y'all think it's a game with me. This dude, they be like, don't say that nigga name right there. Don't not say his name. They say, don't say Sabir's name, bro. They be like, that's taboo. So the wild part is, right? I will be like, what Arabs are y'all talking about? So at a certain time, I'll be like, are y'all talking about these Arabs? Let me see something. Would they be talking about these Arabs, Jarrell? The ones right here? Would they be talking about those Arabs? Hold on. Let's see if we can find some other Arabs. Would they be talking about those Arabs? Somebody said, he said the gas station Arabs. They don't tell you what Arabs. They just use the word Arabs. They don't tell you the gas station Arabs. These Negroes on social media just say Arabs. They never tell you what Arabs. They just say Arabs. So don't make up no excuses for them because they love to say Arabs. But when you say what Arabs are you referring to, they get real quiet. So you can go send it to them right now. Let me see if I can pull my brother Yoel up. So would they be talking about these Arabs? Hold up. Maybe they be talking about these Arabs. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can figure it out. Maybe they talking about, or they talking about these Arabs. Which Arabs are they referring to? You talking about dumb Arabs? What does the Arabs look like that they talking about? Wait a minute. Let's find some more stuff about the Arabs. See, yeah. The melanated Arabs. Yeah, the melanated Arabs, right? Hold on. Let's go here for 1 second. So any of you want to cast that want to keep talking about these Arabs, come on. The known Arab tribes in an area called Africa. The so-called Black Americans, that's you, are descended from the known Arab tribes in an area called Africa in the Sahara. These Arabs include such tribes as the Kunta, as in Kunta Kinte, or this is the tribe of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. See, they deal with y'all because they know that you're not going to ask no questions. So if I'm wrong, they got time to correct it. Oh my God. So if they come, tell them to come correct. I got something for every last one of them. So what Arabs would they be referring to? Which ones? I'm trying to figure it out. Which Arabs? Y'all should start asking questions to these cats. What Arabs are y'all talking about? So let me show y'all some more Arabs. You want to see some more that you would call Arabs? And I'm going to show you about slavery. Because once you understand slavery, right? One thing in Islam was against slavery. And I'm gonna give you a name, Brother Jarrell. And I want y'all to look this up, but I'm gonna show you first how this happened, because this is what your black scholars don't tell y'all. And I told y'all to look up the Manding Charter. Tell Sinet and them to look that up and then contact me. And I want everybody to look up the Manding Charter. You ain't got to take Sabir words for nothing. Debunk what I'm saying. Look up the Manding Charter. Look it up. And this is the crazy part about people. When they saw us fighting one another, of course they're going to come in. This is called the Manding Charter. This is Sundiata Keita. How many of y'all ever heard of him? How many of y'all heard of Sundiata Keita? Raise your hand, black people. You black conscious people. How many of y'all heard of him? You smart, right? Come on, share it out. You want to know why we fell? Because we're doing the exact same thing we did back then. Okay? So, have you ever heard of Sinet and them speak of the Manding Charter? Have you ever heard of them speak? Have you ever heard Jabari, anybody on Sineta's show speak of the Manding Charter, or Simon Guru or Sundiata Keita? Have you ever heard them speak of the Manding Charter? Never, right? Y'all see what he said? Never. So go ask Sinet and them. That's in my book. So if you want to know about history, we started a lot of stuff. We started it. Yeah, you black people that keep saying the Arabs did it. Go look up the Manding Charter. This is way before the Atlantic slave trade, right? I told y'all they don't want the truth. Let's go here. Hunger is not a good thing. Slavery is not a good thing. This is before the Atlantic slave trade. So we did have Europeans enslaved, no doubt. And we didn't, but the one thing in Islam, we didn't take their religion from them. We didn't take their name from them. We didn't degrade them. I want y'all to understand that. We did not take their religion, their names like they did. Because someone did that to you, that don't mean that you're going to do the same. If you do something to somebody and somebody come back at you, they ain't going to do the same thing. They're going to probably be worse. This is why you don't hear about it. And black folks are trying to cover it up. But you can put me on that platform. I can clear it up. So make sure you take this as a lesson tool right here. Okay? War will never destroy villages to, right? And war will never destroy village to capture slaves. Senators decided and ask them why they don't talk about this. Ask your Tariq Nasheed why don't they talk about this. And if you pay attention, we're doing the same thing right now. The same exact thing in 2025. Same thing. Same thing. Now you have something, Brother Jay, that you can take to Sinetta and them. See how that works? Now it's something that you can bring up on Sinetta's show and say, well, I got it from Sabir. Why don't you get Sabir on the show? Crazy, right? So it's broadcast in the Manding Charter. This is crazy as hell. This is how you deal with these fake people that keep calling people pseudo when they themselves are pseudo people. But guess what? The wild part about all this, people, is everybody okay? How did they do all of these things? How did they get to do what they're doing? Do you know if you practice Islam, there's a lot of stuff that's forbidden. I'm gonna give y'all a name, okay? Y'all ready? I'm gonna give you a name and tell me, have you ever heard of this name before, okay? Give me 1 second. I don't want to put his full name down here. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up this. Give me 1 second. Let's go. I'm gonna pull his name up. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard of this name before? And I showed this to a lady that was from Jordan. She said, yes, I know him. He's a scholar. He was against it too. He said, Islam forbids slavery. Stay with me. You ready? See, they don't tell y'all stuff like this, but here it is for all you people. Look, have you ever heard that name before?
No.
You never heard of him? Never heard that name, huh? See, this is why people go, brother, the Arabs enslaved us, brother. I'm going to tell you. Here it is. Like here it go. So let me help you out. Bear with me. I need y'all to listen because this is the lessons, okay? So you never heard of him, right? So let me show you the treaty. Just bear with me 1 second. No, he's not a journalist, brother. He's in this time. No, there he go right there, brother. It was a treaty. There it is right there, bro. Y'all ain't got to guess it. There it is. Look him up. Oh, really? So this is the history. So in Islam, slavery was forbidden. How many of y'all know about this treaty? I showed you Sandi Adakida. But they'll keep telling you that the Arabs enslaved the Arabs enslaved. Here you go. In the 17th century, the treaty. Y'all better read, man. There's a difference. He explains what? Look him up. But who laid the foundation for all of this hate? Who laid the foundation? Who laid the foundation? So let me ask y'all, do you see any of these people who is talking about slavery and Arabs talk about this? Any of these people that you see on social media, are they talking about this? Get the right people to explain these things, people. We enslaving each other right now, to this day, with niggas with all these beautiful names and titles and degrees and thinking they King Kong conscious. Those are the people. Put me in a room with Umar Johnson. Put me in a room with Umar. That's why Umar would always run. Let me help y'all out. Bear with me. I'm giving you factology 101. And if I'm wrong, please come to the cipher. And I want y'all to share this out to Sadat and everybody else. The saddest talk. I've been around the world, brother. I've been in a lot of these places. You see what he says? It wasn't based on skin color, brother. Not skin color. You see that? Not skin color. So you have all of these black people in America because they feel inferior. Talking about it was skin color. No. Who laid the foundation down for this, bruh? Who? Do y'all know who laid the foundation? If I can find this, and these cats call themselves scholars, why haven't they brought it up to people? If you're a scholar, what are they hiding? Now they probably great jump off the feed right about now, Jarrell. They probably, this nigga going too deep. I just want to keep talking about the white man as the devil, and I'm going to tell you the Arabs enslaved us. I'm going to tell you. The Arabs enslaved us, brother. We enslaving each other now, to this day. But if you studied history, you would know how they did it. Let me give an example. When I was in Barcelona University, this is the guy that laid the foundation for the hatred of the African. His name is Captain Richard Burton. That's who laid the ground foundation. Him. That guy. How many people ever heard of him before? See, when you don't travel nowhere, you really don't know. So when you see people coming to this over here to the United States, that's why they look down on us, because everything they put out on us is always negative, and we always bitching about something instead of getting at these so-called black scholars. That's the problem. So remember I told you, right? Remember I told you in a TV series Fantasy Island? Remember I told you? It was his picture in Fantasy Island, the TV series. His picture is right there in Fantasy Island. It's sitting on the wall. Let's blow him up. It was his picture. Oh, kind of crazy, ain't it? Hey, Brandy, Jarrell, did you see that new the Frankenstein movie?
Yeah, I watched it yesterday.
Okay, you watched it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now remember, they was talking about, remember the father? What did the father say? Did you hear what the little boy was talking? Frankenstein, the dude. Remember he was a little boy and he was talking? What did he say? What did he say that his father hated? Did you remember?
No, I don't remember.
You got to go back and watch it, yo. Brandy, do you remember what he said? Who saw the new Frankenstein movie? You remember? Yes, something go over your heads, man. It's a certain part in that movie. He's talking as a little boy. What did the father dislike? Damn.
That's right. Didn't he say Muslims?
No, they was talking about the Muslims on the thing on the wall.
Oh, the thing on the wall, yeah.
About the blood.
Right.
He was talking about he didn't like our dark hair and dark eyes. You remember that?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Y'all don't get it? Duh. He said the dark hair and the eyes. That's what he said. So the hatred, that's melanin. If you have the dark hair and the dark eyes, everybody got melanin in them. So he didn't like that. Damn, dude, y'all need to pay attention to these movies, bro. I'll be sitting there tripping. I'll be like, nigga, did he just say that? But it's a whole lot of stuff that's in there. He talked about the Muslims too. It's not that whole movie. Crazy, right? Right in front of your face. He said he hated our hair. He said he said, I think he said he hated or disliked the dark hair and the dark eyes. I said, yo, that's crazy. That's crazy, right? But you got to capture these things, man. Go back and watch it. It's a lot of stuff that's in there. I'm almost finished. So, any of these people want to have this conversation with Sabir Bey about Arabs and Muslims having slaves? I'm gonna show you how black people, so-called black Americans or black people that call yourself black, y'all had slaves too. Let's go.
Let's start with Ahmad Baba of Timbuktu. We're talking about the late 1500s, a scholar who faced exile because he resisted Morocco's invasion. Why is he important? Because he documented something that we still face today. He documented anti-blackness inside the Muslim world. That's reality. And he wrote directly against the, I would say, disgusting idea that being black means that you are a slave. His treatise, Miraj al-Saud, made it clear Islam does not allow enslaving Muslims, period. His work is a reminder that fighting racism isn't something new for Muslims. It's part of our scholarly tradition. So remember his name.
Now, I'm gonna repeat this again.
So let's start with Ahmad Baba of Timbuktu. We're talking about the late 1500s, a scholar who faced exile because he resisted Morocco's invasion. Why is he important? Because he documented something that we still face today. He documented anti-blackness inside the Muslim world. That's reality. And he wrote directly against the, I would say, disgusting idea that being black means that you are a slave. His treatise, Miraj al-Saud, made it clear Islam does not allow enslaving Muslims, period. His work is a reminder that fighting racism isn't something new for Muslims. It's part of our scholarly tradition.
Now, what she was just telling you is that what I just showed you about Richard Burton, he comes in. When you study history, the French that came into Morocco, that's why they speak French, not Amazigh or Darija. I think it's called Darija. Darija is called, I think it's Darija or Amazigh. If you know that the French, when I played that girl yesterday, if the French go in, right? The French is influencing these people. They're influencing the people. So it's the same thing here. What it is, you can't talk about history. We're gonna pay this person, like the 1619 Project lady. You're paying her $50,000 to do what? Influence you. Our history didn't start in 1619. Our history did not start in 1619. Let me show you something. This is what y'all know about. This right here, 1619. So this is basically a damn near poetry book. This book is garbage. I read it. So when I showed you about Richard Burton, he was the one that laid the groundwork for the hatred. And there's many other people. So when you see these people and you say that Moroccans don't like us, and they just, it because you can always buy a nigger. This is why they speak French in Morocco in certain places. When you can buy these people, and most of these people that you see on social media is paid off. This is why you only know about the 1619 Project. And we still doing the same thing. This is why you know nothing about, wait a minute, let me see this book. This is why you don't know about this book. But you know about the 1619 Project, right? But you don't know about this one right here. 1,118 pages. How many of y'all know about this one? So what happened back then is the same thing that's happening today, right now. The same thing. So all you got to do is pay off a nigga. And this is why you got all these cats on social media talking. Okay? That's what they do. So what she's trying to tell you is that these people come in and they're going to actually pay these people to keep Negroes where they at. I hope y'all hearing me, man, because this is not even complicated. It's very simple. This is why in her book, she talks about this in her book. And you still don't have our people talking about this. I have that book if y'all want to get it. Yeah, I do have it. The state-by-state race and racism. How many people heard about this? Come on, y'all. Are they talking about this on Sanetta's show? Are they talking about this on Tariq Nasheed's show? No. Have you ever heard of this book before? No. The book State by State, Race and Racism in the United States lists the Moor as the first documented enslaved person of African descent. But they'll tell you that the Arabs enslaved. First of all, Arabic, and Arabic is a language. Where do they get all this craziness from? How could a religion enslave somebody? I mean, Christianity did. I mean, for real, for real. But how many of y'all heard of this? Yeah. Wow, ain't it? But you don't want to talk about this. I went all the way to Harvard for certain documents. I went to Georgetown University. I've seen all these documents. So let me show you this book that I do have too. If you're not familiar with this book, y'all should get this book. If you don't want to get the hard copy or find the hard copy, you may not be able to, but you can get it from me. I do have the hard copy. Who is the author? You should get this book too. I have it. I can email all this to you. You can buy the book off me. But the crazy part about this, right? His painting, and he has a mosque in DC, in Georgetown. African American. There you go, right? This is his name, Yarrow. Right? From slave ship to Harvard. So here he go. I'm gonna show you who this man is. Give me 1 second. Here we go, right here. This is in the Philadelphia Art Museum in Philly. Give me 1 second. This is in Philadelphia. That's in Philly. Wow, ain't it? That's in Philadelphia. We don't even have tours going there. I told people I could have did a tour in Philadelphia and took y'all to the art museum and showed y'all a lot of stuff. But in DC, they named the mosque after him. So this book, I'm gonna tell you how much this book is going to cost y'all if you get it online. I do have it. This book is like, I think it what, $300, I think it was. Jarrell, let me see if I can pull the other book up. It's like 300. Give me 1 second. What the hell did I just do with it? Damn, I don't even know what I did with it. 1 second. Give me 1 minute. I think I got it. Talking about this book right here, State by State, Race and Racism. It's about $200 or $300. But I could say you the PDF cheaper if you want it. I definitely can send it to you. And let me show you another book that I do have. Just bear with me. I got a lot of this stuff. So I read everything that I have. Everything that I have. And this is why I can sit in the room. So bear with me. You can contact me through my email right there in the yellow, sabirbayradio@gmail.com. Again, sabirbayradio@gmail.com. That's my Zelly. That's my PayPal. That's my Chime. That's my Apple Pay. And that's my Cash App. Okay? So when people say the job, this is the job, brother. The job is rough. This is another book that y'all should get. You should get the one that has 863 pages. 863 pages. So they have to make the people that's Arabs bad people, not knowing that you got bad people in politics all day long. Y'all just look and laugh at them. I'm going to tell you, brother. Yes, it is. So this is another book. Real bad Arabs. Damn. Kind of crazy, right? So please stop falling for these cats on social media, man, because they playing y'all left and right. Oh, they playing you left and right. So let me see if I can find some more just before we get off this feed. Okay, is everybody all right? Let's find some more. I love these videos because I've met a lot of these people, and this is why I want y'all to see is other
went to these, Cherokee traditionalists who were still alive, who were part of like this group of Cherokees who, escaped the Trail of Tears so they could go to the forest or the woods and then practice Islam. And they maintained Islam for a century in that way. And he would talk to them and they would explain to Robert that the only reason they maintained Islam as a religion is because whenever they would get monitored by the US government, they would lie to the officials and pretend they had a different type of religion. And they even said they made up some ridiculous religion just to throw them off, which is then written about in actual books. Like the US actually has books on like the religion of the Cherokees, and the Cherokees literally just lied and made stuff up because they were trying to hide the fact that they were Muslim.
Oh, I got a whole lot more with her.
He actually.
Hold up. You know the funny part is, yo, let me say your book. Now, remember the book I told you? I'm gonna give them something, okay? I'm gonna show y'all how deep this thing is. Y'all ready? Look, this is a book, right? I have this book too. Now, if y'all ever read this book, and I tell people to get this book right here, this book, you don't have to pay $400, but I do have the English translation of this book. I was looking for this book when I was in Spain, right? I was willing to pay $200 for this book in Spanish, but I do have the English translation of this book. Okay. So this book would talk about Africa and America, right? You see that it says language Spanish, but if y'all want it, I do have the English translation of this book. So it's $429 for the Spanish version of this book. If you really want to know how to F with them, I was all over Spain trying to find that book, babe. All over Spain trying to find it. And I finally got it in English. So if you like to get it, holler at your boy. So let me show you something else, bro. This book right here is another book if you want to know about history. I have this one also. I have the hard copy in the PDF if y'all want it. The hard copy is mine right there. Man, if you want to know what happened in the United States, you got to read this, bro. You heard what she said. If you practice Islam, what they would do to you. So this is the book right here. It's 273 pages. If you want me to email this one to you, just bear with me. But you got to read it. I'm arming y'all how you can deal with these cats, man. This is the Moriscos. Oh. Right? So let's go to the video. Let's go to the audio real fast as the sister who wrote the book talk about it.
Their interest in conquering Granada, this marks a major shift from the legal and religious position of religious minorities in the Christian and Muslim kingdoms.
Now, your book Forbidden Passages uses a group called Moriscos as a window onto how Spaniards described and defined the different peoples they thought should be included or excluded from their empire. And I think this is a really important point to grapple with because the Spanish Empire was really prominent and important during the colonial history of the Americas. So, would you tell us who the Moriscos were so that we can better understand the process behind defining who could belong to the Spanish Empire?
So the term Morisco is a very broad term to refer to anyone who converted from Islam to Christianity, to Catholicism. But this comprised a really wide range of people, from voluntary converts, several generations, and even a century prior to the 16th century, all the way to individuals who were forcibly converted to Catholicism. Many of the Muslims in Granada who were forcibly baptized in 1500. So the term Morisco becomes almost a legal category by the 16th century that has a range of associations that will affect a person's place in Spanish society and in colonial society. their ability to emigrate to the Americas, for example, as Spanish authorities became increasingly concerned with tracing genealogy and lineages in order to issue licenses for people to emigrate.
The Spanish Inquisition was an event that really impacted Moriscos and their ability to settle in the Americas. So, would you tell us about the Spanish Inquisition and how it impacted the lives of Spanish Muslims and Moriscos?
The Inquisition had a major impact on many aspects of people's daily lives, both Moriscos and also conversos, converts from Judaism to Christianity.
Y'all don't get it yet? tell you how deep this thing go, man. This thing go deep, bro. Deeper than deep, bro. Because y'all need to get those books if you want to get them. Email me, babe. Email me. All right. I mean, if y'all want to have a lecture while I'm out here in Chicago, which I'm getting ready to leave, God willing, I'll be in Denver. But if you want to have this conversation, if I can stay a couple more days. So this is my radio show I used to be on. This is WKDU. That was my brother Nodos. This is WRD. That was my co-host. He was from Eritrea. Eritrea, which is Eritrea, people, is the Red Sea. That's what Eritrea means, the Red Sea. So the whole time she was my intern, she was learning. That's me on behind a control board. And this is at another station on WKDU. So that's what we used to get down with. So I'm not one of these blog talkers that y'all be watching. I did the radio thing for real, for real. So, and it costs you a lot. It really do cost you. It costs you your time and a lot. So this is why I ask people to support. This is the job. So as somebody keeps saying, get a job. This is the job, for the record. And it's a hell of a job. So I'm going to leave this here. This is in Tunisia, in North Africa. When I was in North Africa, I stayed there for a minute in North Africa and was learning about Ibn Khaldun. So people, I'm going to put my banner up here. I do got to go get something to eat. My banner is there. It's in the yellow if you want to reach me. My email is sabirbayradio@gmail.com. That's my Zelly. That's my PayPal. That's my Chime. That's my Apple Pay and my Cash App. $ Sabir Bay Radio. I'm going to get out of here, brother. You're what, Jarrell, and go find me some boots or something, brother. So I got to stay warm, bro, in Chi-Town. But I thank y'all so much, man. Spread the word, share the videos out, and just deal with facts, man. Don't deal with nobody's feelings. Time is a mother figure, brother. So I gave y'all 1 hour and 54 minutes of my precious time. Listen up. Don't go nowhere yet, y'all. I got some slides to show.
Take his one.
Yassine Bey, baby. Yassine Bey.
Jesus, the time to heal all. But we have now the right to get the prize.
Baby. Yassine Bey, baby. No way on social media. No way on social media y'all can get this fire like this.
Yes, I am the inescapable, the irresistible, the unnegotiable, the unchallenged. I am time. My measurement control the element.
Hip Hop History Month.
I am can't recover me, conceal a struggle, me, you run from me, fall apart, never you can't do much from me besides. Well, I have good evidence to prove to you. Or you can kill me, or perhaps he murdered you. Many you fixed to me, but now they can fix me. Treated me unfaithfully and now endure me painfully. Plaintively, I want to see what people say to me. Who thought will never die inside the sake of me. Angels strive to beat for me. People full of down on the beats for me and make us special off a hurricane or protection for an hour. No one, that's no one, the rich no one, samurai, shogun, first thing you know, right, hey, young girl, you better hide, time keeps flipping, make no difference. So you you over for the house, for the night, you know that game and you are making pretty for the spot. It's time to make it. First you on it, you go so long, you never play. Time things keep turning. You got the both been burning up. No lies you've been learning.
Lies y'all been learning.
Time things keep turning. You got the both been burning up. No lies you've been learning. Slip it. Time is money, and money is time. Ain't a damn thing free, so I must get mine.
Damn thing free. Woo-hoo. Tell them y'all see. It ain't for money, baby.